Welcome back, guys. Another update. It's been a couple of weeks. Fish are all doing fantastic. Hungry as always. All doing good. The pond's doing well. Wife and kids have gone away for a couple of days, so about time to crack a beer. Bit of peace and quiet. Cheers. It's all been plain sailing the last few weeks. Haven't really had any issues. Nothing at all, no. Did pick up a blue tub, which has been handy. So I've had that Kahaku out to check out that sore in his side, so it was nice to have a proper tub. He's still got like, if I can get to show you. It's gone now. Big fill. There it is. It's clean on that side. The other side, it just looks like a bit of scarring now. But I've said that before, and then it came back. So I did it about 2 or 3 days ago. I'm going to do it again in another 3 or 4 days. I feel like I've been treating it all summer, but I really need to keep on top of it and do it every 5 days, I think. Or if anybody's got any suggestions of what I should do next, put them in the comments below. I've picked up a load of new subscribers in the last couple of weeks, which is great. You know, drop a comment below, say hello, and it'd be great to hear where you're from. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, give us a like. I always forget to say that part, but yeah, really appreciate all the followers, you know, and all the comments. Great. Let's go and get some food. And I've picked something else up. I'll run this by you. Filter's all doing well. There's a mess in here. Oh, since my last real video doing the blanket weed, I put these brushes in the vortex for while I did the treatment, just to catch most of the blanket weed before it went through the rest of the system. And I've decided to leave them in because they're really easy to clean. You know, by the time I've let that one bubble boil away, I've cleaned those ones with a hose. I'll do a really good job. So, I've picked up one of these. For those of you who've been following my channel for a while, you know I've got the retrofit washing up bowl, which is doing a fantastic job. Can't fault it, but this is a little Facebook Marketplace find for a tenner, so I couldn't really turn it down. I gave it a PP bath in my new blue tub. I did that, you know, PP'd the tub and this and all the fittings and pipe that came with it. But what I've got an idea is, I don't know if it's going to work, but so at the moment I've got my, can't see it, washing up bowl with a pump on top, and a lot of people, when they put these in, they put, let's pop it in front of the pond, they put that in the middle in the pond, and then they come out of there, they change that for a 90, then a 45, then another 45, then they put the pump, and then they pipe out into the filter on a pump fed system. I'm thinking of, so in my pond, the floor is slightly sloped towards this end. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting this in there, in that corner, pretty much where the washing up bowl is now. So about there, because it's where the washing up bowl is now, is working treat. So I'll put that in there, And then on this end, like that. On this end, drill a hole in there. My bottom of my pond is about 18 inches below this, 20 inches maybe. So I'm going to drill a hole in there and fit one of those, I'm not sure what they're called. No, I got it here, I've been doing some testing. Yeah. So, fit one of these on the inside, in there. Basically, it would be like that, with just, hang on, I'll be back. Yeah, so basically, drill a hole through there, fit that, maybe you can nap down that low. That'll sit on the bottom. This will be off with a straight piece of pipe up and a 90 into that. And then solvent weld all this and leave this just pushed in. And then on the outside have an isolation valve and then have my pump somewhere around there. Just to get the pump out of the pond. Just one less thing in the pond for the fish to hit themselves against. That's an idea anyway. I obviously can't pull my liner out. If I drained the pond to do it, my coping stones are rusted, cemented on top of the liner, so I had an old bit of liner. I just wanted to see if I could fit. So obviously that's got to sit behind the liner. So I drain the pond, drill the hole through, cut this out carefully. I think I marked it with that, yeah. Cut it out carefully, and then I've got to get that behind. So the purpose of this to see if I could I'll only have slack at the bottom. Get that behind there. And that's about the 5th time I've done that and it hasn't torn, so I'm quite confident I'll be able to do that. That into there. Isolation valve, maybe a pump with a little bit of housing or something, or just idea. If anybody's got any suggestions. One thing that worries me about the washing up bowl, although it's working fine, if this is the washing up bowl, it's got 4 feet. If you go back to a previous video now when I made it, it's got 4 rubber feet, and obviously they're sitting on the liner on the bottom. Now I don't know if there's obviously going to be some vibration with that motor, with the pump. It's very little because I've had that pump out while it's been running, but I am worried about it wearing the liner floor out in there. Just an idea. Probably won't do it till next winter, but yeah, if anybody has anything to say about that, please comment below. I mean, the washing up bowl is perfect. There's absolutely nothing on the bottom. It's difficult to see in the daylight, but spotless on the bottom. Any constructive comments, leave them below. Pergola's doing alright. Fish are all doing good. Hungry, let's get some food. I'm feeding about 100 grams a day now. Yeah, 100 grams a day. And my filter is handling that fine. Could probably feed more if I want to, but I feel like 100 grams is fine. They're you know, I didn't want to push it in the first year of my pond experience. I'm doing a filter clean every 5 days at the moment, and you know, I've been doing testing. My nitrates are still below 5 on day 5, so just doing it. I could probably leave it a day or two more, but 5 days suits me fine. Should take my cover off of this video, can I? Have net. See, everybody's been to the show this weekend. I'll be watching a few videos later. Couldn't make it to that one. It's so busy. Kids. Went out on my motorbike and had a puncture. That's been keeping me busy. Not great getting a puncture on the motorbike. Don't have a spare. I mean, there's hardly any fines in there. There isn't, it's just like micro bubbles. Regarding this, I don't know, a bottom drain would be better, or even, you know, I could do what I've gone through there and turn my system into a gravity fed system, but I'd have to do loads of work with my filters, and that filter is running so good. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. A couple of months ago I was like, oh, I should have gone gravity, I might change it all, but I mean, the proof's in the pudding. Maybe if I was to really want to put some size on these fish and up the feeding, that would be the route I should go down, but this is fine for now. Absolutely fine. I've been running my air in the day. I mentioned that on my last one. I can't remember the name of the guys. I can't remember the name of the guy who commented saying he couldn't understand why I turned my air off. He's got showers and blah 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 and all the rest of it. My reason for turning it off was it was kind of obstructing my view of the fish, and it was also pushing all the food straight into the skimmer. And what I was doing, I was turning it off every time I fed, and then 5-10 minutes later turning it back on, and sometimes, because I feed 2, 3, 4 times a day, sometimes I couldn't hang around to turn that air back on. And when I turned the air off in the pond, it was also turning it off in my moving bed. And I watched a video, I'll put the link to it in the description of this, and it was, a guy was talking about the air in the pond, and basically he said, you know, the air in my moving bed ends up in the pond anyway, right there, so whether it's going in there or there, it's the same. And I thought, with that waterfall there and that waterfall on constantly, I thought I'd give it a go. So I turned the pond air off, just left the 80 litres a minute into the moving bed, kept an eye on them closely for a few days. I haven't had any problems. Realistically, I'd like to get a oxygen test kit. I think they're only about a tenner. I think Sally Fit do one, just to really see what's going on. In my head, I thought when the pond temp gets up to 20, I'll probably turn it back on in the pond just to give it some more movement. But not really gaining any oxygen, do you know what I mean? Same oxygen's going in. But yeah, it would have been, I probably will get a Sally Fit test kit and test the oxygen levels. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Again, got anything to comment on that? Put it down below. All up for constructive comments. Ace's doing alright, look, had a good bit of growth on it. I think really it was only that high when I bought it, so good 10 inches. The rest of the plants are dead now, they come out early. Smell of barbecue, it's making me hungry. My last video at Southwest Koi, loads of people like that. I've spoken to Dave and I'm going to get back there and do another video, so you know, hit the bell button and you'll get notified of my next video. I think we're going to get a few fish out and go through the fish. I'm going to go after it's closed so we can get it's nice and quiet. We can bowl a few fish up, get a good chat with him. That'd be great. They've been up at the show in Newark this weekend. Is it Newark? Yeah. Really like this fish that I got from him. I really like all my fish actually. Anything else is going on? Oh, it's just a short one tonight. The thing is, when there's not much going on, not much to talk about, but I told you my little idea with that. I think it'll be good. It'll just be in there. Pump can be on the outside. I can build like a nice little shelter on the outside, maybe with another socket. There's an air pump in there as well if I need additional air. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. I mean, you can see those bubbles at the back from that waterfall. That's right at the back. There's hardly any fines. It's just mainly bubbles. So I'm delighted. I think it's been running about 6 months now, so happy days. Alright guys. Take it easy. I'll finish up this video with one last look at the pond. It's my favourite view at night. As I mentioned earlier on, drop us a comment, say hello, tell us where you're from. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.